SOQL interview questions that can really help you in your next Salesforce interview. So let's move on to our first question that says that write an SOQL query to get the contact which have more than 5 related cases. So simply what we are trying to do is we are trying to query that contact which has more than 5 related cases in its related lists. Okay, so let's go ahead. First of all, this is the contact that we are looking for, which has DEIAK at its end. So this is the contact which is named as please subscribe to Salesforce in 5 minutes, and it has most probably more than 5 related cases, right? So let's go ahead and write the query. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the child to the parent. Okay, so I will go from select ID, or let's say select contact ID from case. Okay, as I said, I will move from child to the parent. So child here is case. Okay, and I will group it by the contact ID. Okay, so I'm going to group the contact ID which of the cases having ID having the count of ID greater than 5. Okay, so having count of ID greater than 5. Now this query is going to give me the contact which has cases related cases greater than 5. So let's go ahead and execute. So as you can see, DEIAK, DEIAK, right? So I'm able to get that specific contact itself. Let's move on to our next question that says that write an SQL query to get all the deleted and the available account records within one query itself. So as you might know that if you are going to delete some records, they get stored inside the recycle bin, whereas there are some records available in your org as well. So we have to write one single query to query both the records, the one which are in recycle bin and the one which are available within your Salesforce. And if you want to do that, let's say I'm going to query account, select ID from account. To query those, okay, you need to use all rows. This all rows keyword will be used to query the record from the recycle bin and from your current Salesforce org as well. So that's the benefit of using all rows. One important thing is that all rows does not works in query editor. It only works in anonymous window. So you have to go to anonymous window and then you have to execute this kind of thing. So that being done, let's move on to our next question. Now, before moving to the next question, if you are having any kind of a interview and you don't feel confident enough, you can connect with me and have a mock interview, one-to-one mock interview by clicking on the top link below. Let's move on to our last question that says that write an SQL to get all the account which has related contacts and their description is not null. Okay. So first of all, we need to get all the accounts which has the related contacts and their description is not null. So for that, first I need to go ahead and get the account where ID in that contact, select ID from contact, sorry, select account ID from contact, where again description is not equal to null. And let's try to execute this query. Okay, I think so description field I have written it wrong. Description, I think so I've written it wrong somewhere. Right, so I need to go to the field, but I think so most probably it should work. I think so we wanted the description is null, right? So let's remove this and let's try to write this way. Oh, very important thing over here that you cannot query the description field over here. The reason is because the description is a text field, text area field, sorry. It's a text area long field. So you cannot write a description, you cannot write a where clause on the description field because it's going to be a very long field, right? So instead of that, you can write the SOQL or where clause within the normal fields, like for an example, text field, title field, or name, first name field, last name field. These are smaller fields which has size of around 40. But on the other hand, text area long is has the size of 131072. So you cannot most probably write a where clause on this kind of fields. Okay, so that's the reason why we are getting this kind of error. So the answer to this question is you cannot do it because again the description is a very long text area long field and you cannot apply what we call where clauses on it. So if you found this video helpful, I request you to please like this video and subscribe to my channel.